the only player in the storied history of that conference to rush for over 250 yards in 3 different games. Welcome from LSU, Derrius Guice. What is up? Okay.
What's up, baby?
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
We've been calling you the ball of butcher knives for weeks now, months. You like that handle? How does it fit you?
It fits me, that's my running style, man. I feel like, I'm all over the field. I run with a lot of passion and energy, and I'm very physical. That's the game of football. You got 11 guys running at you every time you touch the ball.
That's awesome. Shout out to Young Money in the building.
Shout out to Young Money.
So now, listen, you had a challenging childhood, to say the least. You lost your father at a young age. You grew up in a neighborhood literally called The Bottom. You've got an upcoming feature on a Hyundai commercial chronicling your journey and how family has been so much of an important part to who you are. What has their impact been on you, and how has that kind of shaped where you are right now?
Family is always going to be the most important thing in anybody's life, and it really, makes you who you are, whether that being your mom raising you or your grandparents, your uncles, whoever it may be. I lost my dad at a very young age. My mom was basically my dad growing up. She did what she could for me and my older brother. My brother in and out of jail, most of my time growing up, I was really by myself, with my other childhood friends.
Right.
So football was just our way out, man. And with the support from my family, my mom, nobody in my family ever pressured me into playing football. It was just always one of those things that I wanted to do to separate myself from the bottom. So football was just our way out, and I had a lot of people, help me along the way. And, I'm here today.
There you are.
I love it. Derrius, I go back to the 1999 NFL draft. Everyone was talking about Ricky Williams. Edgerrin James went before him. And Edgerrin James had a great NFL career. Look at this year. It's Saquon Barkley. I get texts from people in the NFL saying, hey, don't sleep on Derrius Guice in this draft. Tell us why you belong in the same conversation as a Saquon Barkley, who I know you might be friends with going through all the combine experience.
Man, hey, Saquon, he's a great back. He's a great prospect. Me and him are actually good friends. We both, have a lot of respect for each other's game. Even in the past years, we both reached out to each other, letting each other know how much respect we have for one another, and, how much we, watch each other's running styles and try to learn from each other. And we even tried to work out with each other a few times. We just never really linked up. But, I feel like I should be in the conversation with him. It's football. I'm a very physical runner. He's a great running back, and I'm also a great running back. No doubt I should be first round.
Should you be the first running back picked?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to you? I follow you on social media, man. You always talk about putting respect on your name. People, I'm going to talk about you more. You think you're the best back in this class?
When I say that, people, slipping me out the first round and stuff. I know I'm a first round back. And that's the respect part. It doesn't matter if y'all look at me as the #1 back or #2. It doesn't matter. I know I'm a first round running back. And that's the thing that gets me. When people try to shy me away from the first round, I know I'm a first round back.
No doubt. And the tape says it too. When we talk about you, if someone doesn't watch a lot of college football or they just tune in, they don't know much about you, I always just say, just go to YouTube and type in his name and you will be blown away because you're so physical, you're so mean. One of our favorite moments on the show, we had Tony Richardson, the all-time great fullback. We asked him, what's the perfect block feel like? I mean, look at the tape of this guy. Tony Richardson said when you block the guy, you can feel his soul collapse. For you, when you run over a guy, what does it feel like to you?
Well, in that particular play, I just felt literally everything, every power, every ounce of everything I had in my arm just being unleashed in the guy's face. And there's nothing, better than that. Just putting your body, your head, your shoulder, whatever it may be, into a defender and them just going backwards. That can be, that can be a lead block. Somebody just literally colliding and damn near breaking their helmet, trying to kill somebody like that. That's just the best feeling. Like I said, you got 11 guys coming at you every play. Either you're going to bring it or you're going to receive it.
Yeah! Oh, my man. Here we go! Here we go! I love it.
I just got that Marshawn Lynch vibe.
You're very likable. Like, your energy's at a 10. You come in here, I feel like you're going to be best friends with the crew right when you sit down. I know you're friends with Leonard Fournette, obviously, through school. You're also boys with Alvin Kamara, right?
Right.
How did that, friendship develop? What advice has he given you on how to approach these next couple weeks?
Him being one of the guys, in New Orleans, and from me being from Baton Rouge, he got into town. And me and him had a relationship before, reached out to each other on Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. When he finally got to New Orleans, he hit me up, a few times, and we actually went, to dinner at Walk-Ons when he was around LSU. you know, he was down there. He remembered I was down there because I was talking to him throughout the season too. It was like, hey, bro, you saw me against Tennessee? Yeah. And then once he finally got the time, man, we just kind of kicked it off. You know, started hanging around each other, getting lunch, you know, dinner, hanging out and stuff. You know, the advice he's told me about the NFL, man, you know, you got to come in ready to go. You got to prepare yourself. You know, it's a business, and at the end of the day, you know, it's a faster speed. That's the biggest difference. You know, you playing against guys that are just as smart or not smarter than you. So the main thing is, you know, really getting into the playbook and really knowing the integrity of every play, which is knowing what everybody else is doing. You can't go in there as a running back just knowing what the running back does, you know, because you're going to be used as a receiver as well, like Alvin Kamara was. You know, you just got to know everything. You got to be a real student of the game.
Nate, this guy's a star. I love it. This guy got it all going on, man, for real.
I want to get to my question, but you're saying so many intriguing things that it's throwing me off. But listen, you're versatile, you know, off the field, of course, as we're finding out right now. On the field, we know that. But in life, you're versatile. You can wear a suit, and apparently you can also wear a cape because rescue. Like, think of the word rescue. Okay. It's seldomly used. Think about the last time you used the word rescue. You can't even remember it, probably when you're describing a superhero movie. You rescued a woman that was trapped in a car. Tell us how that went down and what went down.
You know what's crazy about that? It was actually, you know, during, you know, the Hyundai commercial shoot. So actually we just took a break. We're on our way to lunch, and we're actually on our way to go meet my mom to do her part, her feature. And you know, we took different ways. They went to the interstate. I took the streets, you know, throughout South Baton Rouge. Of course. So next thing you know, I pull up to the light, and I just see two cars collided. Now, obviously, it looked like it just happened. So I didn't see the actual wreck, but, like, it was fresh. Right. So I hurry up, parked my car in the middle of the road, hopped out the car. Driving. I was driving. Hopped out the car, parked in the middle of the road, and, like, I just hear, like, just banging. So I run up. I'm trying to look through the window, and, like, I see a lady, like, the airbags, you can't really see it, but you can hear her screaming. They're like, help, help. So open the window. I was punching the airbags and stuff. They were stuck, because she couldn't get out. So everything was stuck.
Punching the airbags?
I was punching the airbags, man, and, you know, I pulled her out, man, and, you know, she got out the car, like, you know, trying to catch all her breath. Like, she was literally out of breath. Like, I feel like if I was a few seconds late, she probably would have passed out.
Wow. And you took selfies with the paramedics, I saw.
Yeah, they were also fans, too, so.
Oh, that helps.
Yeah, so it happens.
Derrius, I think of Grand Theft Auto and video games. I'm serious. Were you worried that the car could explode or something?
Man, so you know what? The car was smoking so bad, and I saw stuff leaking out the car, so that really got me. So my main thing, I hurried up, grabbed out the car, and I ran away from the car. I was like, man, hey, paramedics gonna have to come get you from the car. I'm gonna get you out the car.
Get you out.
You know what I mean? Like, that's that.
That's an amazing story. Off the field, everyone, I mean, I fancy myself hip and young and cool, but I am so lost on this Fortnite thing. And everyone tells me, Derrius, guy, oh, Fortnite. Ask him about Fortnite. What is Fortnite, and what is your involvement in the game?
You know, it's crazy. When I first watched my best friend, Travell Johnson, play it, you know, and I'm just like, man, it's the dumbest game ever. I even tried it a few times. It was the first one to die every time. I'm just like, man, forget this game. Next thing you know, I literally, like, everywhere I go, I see it. Yeah. So I'm like, man, it's something else to this game. I need to play it more to see. So I just started playing, and like, it's just so addicting. You know, like, you start off on a bus, on a big map. Yeah. Like, you and 100 other people around the world playing. Yeah. And you all start off on a bus that goes across a big map. Literally, all 100 of you guys have to jump off the bus and skydive onto the map. So once you land, no, this is serious. This is serious. So once you land on the map at whatever particular spot you point, you literally have to go and find treasure crates, houses. You knock stuff down. Yes. You got to find guns, whatever it may be. Yes. So you find what you find, and you literally go around killing everybody. Yeah, got to do it and stealing their loot.
Last man standing,
last man standing.
Oh, man.
Last man standing.
In the SEC.
Literally, last man standing. That's how it goes, man.
Thanks for coming in. We're going to have a lot of fun with you after the break. But first, all 32 owners, GMs, coaches, front offices, they all watch the show right now, right? So they're your audience. So look in that camera.
Can y'all see me?
Yes, they can see you right there. Tell them why you need to go early in the first round. In the first round at all, what are you going to bring to a team?
When you're getting Derrius Guice, you're getting a guy that's very passionate about the game. You know, this is my life. This is all I have. This is what's gotten me to this point. You know, this is what kept me out the streets and from out of jail. And it's just one of those things that I've always loved to do since I was 7 years old, since my dad passed, because my dad always knew I was going to be the football man. So you got a very physical, passionate leader, team player. You got the whole package, man. And you got a guy that'll come in, bring spirit to the whole locker room, the weight room, whatever it may be. And you got a guy that's not afraid to smile and run somebody over at the same time.
I love it.
I love it.
LSU running back coming to an NFL.